What was the smartest way you've ever used to test your daughter's boyfriend? I pretended not to speak English for 6 months and listened to everything he said when he thought I didn't understand. My daughter Emma started dating a boy named Kyle last year. The boy seemed to be the son-in-law of dreams, educated to the extreme, always with flowers in his hand and a yes sir ready for any sentence. Maybe even too polite. Something in that posture seemed too rehearsed to be genuine. I'm Brazilian, but I've lived in the United States since I was 10 years old. I don't have an accent anymore, but my parents always made a point of keeping Portuguese alive at home. One night during dinner, Emma commented that Kyle was taking Spanish college, and then I had a crazy idea. The next time he came to visit us, I pretended that I barely spoke English and only communicated in Portuguese. He said he had suffered a stroke that affected my ability to speak English. Emma was disconcerted, but after I explained my plan, she agreed to help me, even though she thought everything was kind of exaggerated. In the early days, Kyle kept the pose. He was attentive, patient, even downloaded a translation app. But as the months passed, he became careless. When Emma left the room, he muttered complaints. "This food is horrible," or "How much longer will this dinner last?" Once he even discreetly mocked my accent. I pretended not to notice and just offered more food with a smile. On Emma's birthday, he showed up with an expensive bracelet. Later, I heard him talking on the phone in the backyard. I exchanged the coach for a silver one. Her father has money. I need to keep the pose. That caught my attention. We live in a simple 3-bedroom house. I drive a 2016 Subaru, far from being rich. On a Saturday, while Emma worked at the hospital, she does nursing, Kyle appeared saying that he forgot the charger. I let him in, keeping the role of foreigner misunderstood. While I was pretending to watch football in Portuguese, I saw him take pictures of our correspondence, investment statements, and even open my drawer. I decided to test it for good. The following week, I purposely left fake statements in the kitchen, showing a negative bill and huge debts. 3 days later, Kyle broke up with Emma. He said he needed some time to meet before entering into a serious relationship. Emma was devastated, but suspicious. He asked if my test revealed something. I told everything I observed, so we wait. 2 weeks later, when the statements disappeared from the bench, he reappeared saying that he had resolved his internal conflicts and wanted a new chance. Emma invited him to dinner. He appeared with flowers, full of sir again. I prepared the food he had called disgusting. In the middle of the meal, Emma started talking to me in perfect English, and I answered at the same time, fluently. Kyle was paralyzed, fork in the air.